You may be seated.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. We're in the matter of Paul Jarosik versus Bernard Carter, 45 CL1 1506 MI 109.
Ready to proceed.
You ready? Want to raise your right hand and be sworn, sir? You solemnly swear, affirm, tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
All right.
State your name, please. Paul Jarosik. And Paul, you reside at 443 Bishop Street, Parkland, in Munster, Indiana. Yes, I do. Are you employed? Yes. Where do you work? Retrieval Merchant Solutions in South Holland, Illinois. Now, Paul, you've been categorized as an official traffic offender since October 16, 2012. Is that correct? Yes. You have attended a substance abuse program for 7 times? Yes. You've not driven since then? Correct. Now, Paul, the loss of your driving privileges, has that created a hardship for yourself? Yes, it is. And are you able to, how do you visit the trail to get back and forth to work now?
Taking 2 buses back and forth.
Paul, you're requesting that the court grant you specialized driving privileges. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
And you're requesting the ability to drive back and forth to the place for employment in your home?
Yes.
And you necessarily things that you have to do to support yourself in your family?
Yes.
Grocery store, doctor's appointments, that sort of thing?
Yes, sir.
Now, you're going to obtain insurance today, is that correct, Paul?
Yes, I will.
Okay, any other questions?
Prosecutor?
No questions, Your Honor.
No questions? All right, thank you, sir. You may step down. Any arguments?
The state will defer to the court's discretion in this matter, but we do ask that there is a stay until we see proof of insurance in this matter.
Okay.
Judge, I have an order. I'll bring the insurance back tomorrow.
Okay. So, do you have a problem with that?
No problem with that.
All right. We'll grant the petition.
Thank you, Judge.
Now it's a new statute.
You know, everybody's going to do it as long as until they change it, I guess.
Yeah. I'm surprised they changed it to this.
Yeah, I am too. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome, Bill. All right, next case is Darren Patchen versus Bernard Carter, 45 CL1 1506 MI 108. Raise your right hand and be sworn. You solemnly swear firm, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Please be seated.
Can you state your name for the record?
Darren Patchen,
What's your date of birth?
3141.
You're here before the court today asking that your driver's license is in state for special right?
Yes.
That's for the purpose of going to work as well as for the basic life necessities. In addition to yourself, you support anyone else?
Yes.
And not being able to drive has made it difficult for you to support yourself as well as your children?
Yes, it is.
Your license is currently suspended because you're deemed to be a fatal traffic violator, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And that was issued, correct?
Yes.
And your last offense, or an alcohol-related offense, was from this year as well, correct?
Yes.
part of that sentence where you're required to complete an alcohol class?
Yes.
Have you done that?
Currently am.
Additionally, do you have any health problems right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and what are those?
I have Crohn's disease.
And again, not being able to work or not being able to drive is creating a hardship for you as far as taking care of yourself with your health problems as well.
Yes, I
Do you have a vehicle currently?
Yes, I do.
Do you have insurance for that vehicle?
Yes, I do.
What insurance is up to date?
Yes.
Cross.
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Why was he suspended?
Judge, it was his third major offense within the 10-year period.
When was that?
The offense was from this year, 2015.
So he had a DUI this year?
Correct.
Okay, you can step down, sir. That was his third one?
Sorry, Judge, what?
Third one?
Correct. He had a reckless driving and two prior arrests.
What about Enoch?
Well, Your Honor, we would object to this being granted based on the record. I've seen at least 2 operating while 5 years previous we would ask that ignition interlock be imposed for the maximum period.
Judge, in response to that, my only concern is that Aaron is working. He's in the process of completing an alcohol class, and with his illness, if he continues to drink, he's going to die. I mean, it affects the stomach, and if he continues on using alcohol, it's going to kill him. So I just think the added cost of having an interlock would just be a further burden for him.
How long did he have the disease?
Probably the last 8 years.
Didn't stop him before. All right, we're going to do the interlock device for 6 months.
There may have been my words in the motion.
Sure. Okay. Next case is Daniel's neighbor versus Bernard Carter, 45 CO1 1506 MI 117. Take the stand, sir. Raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated.
Can you please state your name for the record? What's your date of birth?
1753.
You're here before the court today asking that your driver's license suspension be stayed in the court grant your specialized license. You're asking for that license for purposes of driving to and from your employment, as well as for basic life necessities such as going to the doctor, going to the grocery store, and going to church.
Yes.
Your license is currently suspended as a result of being judged to be an habitual traffic violator. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The last offense that resulted in that status was a no WI from 2013, correct?
Yes.
As part of your sentence in that case, did you complete any kind of alcohol treatment?
Actually, 5 days after my arrest, I went to a facility in California for 5 weeks that dealt with my alcohol problem and my bipolar disorder.
Okay, you successfully completed that.
Oh, yes, I have.
And since 2013, you've had no other traffic or alcohol-related arrests?
No.
Do you have a vehicle right now?
Yes.
Do you have insurance for that vehicle?
Yes.
Cross? No questions? Thank you, sir. You may step down.
Your Honor, based on the driving record of this individual, we would object for the record to this being granted. At the very least, we would ask for ignition interlock being provided. He's had 2 operating while intoxicated convictions within the past 5 years, and so we believe that that would be necessary at the very least.
Judge's last offense that he testified to was in 2013. He completed a quite intensive program out in California. He successfully completed that in 2013. Since then, he hasn't had any alcohol-related offenses. At this point, I don't think he realizes he can't afford it.
Your Honor, our position is that if he's truly not,
How many has he had in the last 5 years?
I'm seeing 2, Your Honor. One, the offense date.
The previous one was in 2010.
10?
Yeah.
And then one in 2013?
Correct.
Yes.
Nothing.
60 days, the interlock device.
Terminate quick remorse.
Yes. You're continuing this last one?
I have 2 more. Sean Burton and Alec Lamont.
What I do? I have it here. Oh, you got it. Sean Burton, 45 CO1, 1506 MI 112. Mr. Burton, while we're your right hand, be sworn. Do you solemnly swear, affirm, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
You can be seated.
Sean, can you state your name for the record?
Sean Daniel Burton,
What's your date of birth?
42785.
And you're here before the court today asking that your license suspension be stayed, that you grant a special ed license.
Yes.
And that license be for the purpose of going to work as well as for basic life necessities.
Yes.
As a result of your license being suspended, it's creating a hardship for both you and your family.
Yes.
In addition to yourself, do you care for anyone else?
My wife and my child.
And you did not be able to drive, you haven't been able to adequately support them.
Correct.
Your license is currently suspended because you were deemed to be an habitual traffic violator, is that correct?
Yes.
And that stems from the last offense committed as a result of that was an OWI back in 2012, is that correct?
Yes.
Since then, you've had no other alcohol or driving-related offenses?
Correct.
As far as your sentence in the 2012 case, it was an alcohol class?
Yes.
Do you currently own any vehicles?
Yes.
And the vehicles insured?
Yes.
And the insurance is up to date?
Yes, please.
No further questions, Chairman.
Okay, Cross?
No questions, Your
No
Honor.
questions? Thank you. You can step down. Wait, before you step, where do you work? Where did he work?
No, right, local 1076.
Okay. You can-
Your Honor, we have received proof of insurance, and we will defer to the court's discretion.
All right, court grants petition.
May I approach the order?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Case of Alec Lamont, are we continuing that, Mr. Mullins?
Yes, Chairman. I get it.
August 11th. Okay. Kevin Noble, 45 versus Indiana State Bureau of Motor Vehicles, 45 CL1 1506 MI 110. Good afternoon. Knowles, do you solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated.
Mr. Noble, would you please state your full name for record, please?
Kevin Thomas Miller,
And your date of birth, sir?
124-6.
Are you currently employed and where?
Yes, in ArcelorMittal in Chicago.
Do you have any children?
Yes. I have 3 children. One's growing, married, with 3 grandchildren. We're in college, and a son going to senior high.
With your employment and with your size of your family, have you had a hardship with maintaining that employment? Or is there a hardship on your family?
Yes.
Without having a license?
Yes, sir.
You have been determined habitual traffic violator, that is correct?
Yes.
And your last alcohol offense was June of 2006?
Yes.
And after the incident of June of 2006, you have completed, attended and completed an alcohol program?
Yes, I have.
And you currently own a vehicle?
Yes.
And that vehicle does have valid insurance?
Yes, it does.
And you're here today to ask the court to grant you specialized driving privileges, and you're asking for that term or the duration to go to January 11th, 2019, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I've done any further.
Madam Prosecutor?
No questions.
No questions? Thank you, sir. You can step down.
Your Honor, we have been provided with proof of valid insurance, and we will defer to the court's discretion in that.
So he hasn't driven since 2006?
There hasn't been any arrest since 2006, Your Honor. There was a driving while suspended, I believe, in 2011. is my understanding. And I have it right here, Your Honor. Actually occurred in 2010, driving while suspended misdemeanor.
All right. Clerk grants petition.
May I approach the board?
Yes, you may. Jeffrey Wallen, 45 CO1 1505 MI87 versus prosecutor attorney. So you solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
You can see it.
Please state your full name for the record.
Jeffrey Robert Bowman,
Date of birth, sir.
5273.
And please tell us your employment and where you're employed.
At Spring Eagle Marketing.
And that's, you are self-employed in a marketing firm, is that correct?
Yes.
Your duties involve you going on marketing meetings, sales meetings around this area and other states around Illinois.
Correct.
And you do have children as well, correct?
Correct. 10 and 8.
And you have been labeled as a habitual traffic violator by the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, not able to operate a vehicle, is that correct?
Correct.
And this habitual traffic violator determination has made it difficult and has been a hardship on your family, for your employment, for your children's activities and whatnot.
Correct.
And your last alcohol offense was January of 2011, correct?
Correct.
And since that time, you have attended and completed a substance abuse counseling program.
Yes.
And you do own a vehicle.
Yes.
And you do have insurance on that vehicle as of today, correct?
Correct.
And we're here to ask the court today to grant you specialized driving privileges, and the duration would be till June 11th of 2024.
Yes.
Nothing further.
Cross?
Does that have no question yet?
You step down, sir.
May I approach the board, please?
Let's see if she have anything.
We have been provided with proof of insurance, so we will defer to the court's discretion.
All right. Court's going to grant the petition. There's an order here.
There is one.
Yeah.
Does the court need any additional copies?
I don't think there's, see, I'm going to go here. There's 3 copies here.
There is. Thank you, Judge.
So the duration of this is from today, June 11th of 24.
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ray Robe versus Bernard Carter, 45 CO1 1506 MI 118. morning, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated. You can proceed.
Can you state your name, please? Ray Ramazzola. Ray, what's your date of birth? 5/25/66. Ray, you were asking this court to grant you a specialized driving privilege, is that correct? That is correct. And you have been adjudged a provisional traffic violation, is that correct? That is correct. And that suspension is due to go down 2/3/24, is that correct? Yes, sir. And so, Ray, your most recent OWI conviction was adjudicated by the court on 12/11/2013, but that in fact occurred in 2009, is that correct? That is correct. Now, what do you do for a living, sir? I own an alarm company. Are you asking the court to grant you a specialized driving privilege so you can work and then accomplish all the activities in life? And you have a child, is that correct? I have two. And is this suspension affecting your ability to earn and support your family? Yes. And do you have insurance at this time? Yes. And after the conviction, that conviction in 2013, in fact, did you complete any alcohol program? Yes.
Cross.
No questions.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step down.
We already are in receipt of proof of valid insurance, and we will defer to the court's discretion in that.
So he wasn't convicted on an offense in 9 until last year?
Correct, Judge.
Okay. All right, court grant petition.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, my secretary's out this week.
Okay, you send it in? All right. Okay. Danny Raymond Jr. versus Bernard Carter, 45C1-1506 MI-114.
Good morning.
Good morning. You solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? You can sit down.
Danny, you can't stay so you can go there.
Danny Ramesh Jr. D-A-N-Y-R-A-M-O-S.
And what's your name?
72688.
You reside here in Lake Indiana?
Yes.
Now you're here for purposes of asking the court to grant you a specialized driving privilege, is that correct?
That's correct.
And is it true that you are currently suspended because you've been adjudged an habitual traffic violation, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your third major moving violation, which was an OWI, happened in 2011, is that correct? Okay, so you're talking 4 years from that date. And since that time, you've never been arrested or charged with any type of alcohol-related driving offense. You haven't driven since those 4 years, correct? You've obviously completed an alcohol counseling program back in 2011, correct?
Yes, sir.
You are gainfully employed, is that true?
Yes.
And you're respectfully asking the court to allow you to drive to and from work, also for necessities of life. And you also have a daughter, is that true?
Yes.
And you ask the court to give you permission to drive for child care responsibilities. You do have a current insurance on your vehicle, correct?
Yes.
You've given a copy to me, which I've tendered to the prosecutor, correct?
Here.
Judge, no further questions.
Madam Prosecutor?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, this week will defer to the court's discretion in this matter.
All right.
Your Honor, if I may approach?
Yes. We'll grant the petition.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Steve.
Jeffrey Richmond versus Bernard Carter, 45 CO1, 1506 MI 113. You want to raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated.
For the record, can you please state your full name?
Jeffrey Thomas Richmond.
And Mr. Richmond, you're here on a verified petition for specialized driving privileges, is that correct? You helped me prepare this petition, is that right? Yeah. And you had a chance to look at it before signing it? Are the contents in the petition true? Now, the reason that you're suspended is because you are a repeat insurance violator. You had a repeat insurance violation, is that correct? And the effective dates for that suspension are from 11/24/14 through 11/24/15 inclusive, is that right? Correct. So then you won't get reinstated until November 24th of this year, is that correct? Are you presently employed?
Yes, I am.
And are you employed at Lear Corporation?
Yes, I am.
And that has two different locations, one in Portage and one in Hampton, is that right? Do you need your driving privileges reinstated at least insofar as they affect your employment? You also have a family?
Yes, I do.
You have a mother and some children?
Yes, I do.
4 children? Do you support those children?
Yes.
Do you need to maintain your employment in order to continue supporting that?
Yes, I do.
You also need your driving privileges for other things such as the necessities of life to drive your children to and from your mothers, for daycare, etc. And are you asking the court to grant you a specialized driving permit?
Yes, I do.
You've also provided me with proof of insurance, is that correct? You own a vehicle and you have insurance now? No other questions?
No questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can step down.
Your Honor, we have received proof of valid insurance, and we will defer to the court's discretion.
Court grants petition.
I prepared a
Okay,
order.
let me see it right in here. Okay, yeah, I've got 'em. You're welcome. James Kennedy versus Bernard Carter, 45 CO1, 1506 MI 130. Okay.
Your Honor, the state doesn't appear to have a file. There's an actual copy of the petition. We filed it back on June 26th. And unfortunately, people who did the procedures off the matter, it's going to serve, so I know that
that. Your Honor, I would just call Mr. Kennedy now.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy? Raise your right hand and be sworn, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated. Okay.
James, state your name, please.
James Donald Kennedy.
And you are 61 years old as of today, correct?
Yes.
And where do you reside?
Munster. 8812 Oakwood Avenue, Munster, yeah.
And Mr. Kennedy, are you employed?
Yes, I am.
And where do you work?
U.S. Steel Gary Work.
How long have you worked at U.S. Steel Gary Works?
18 years.
Mr. Kennedy, are you the primary income provider for your family?
Yes, I am.
You are married, you have 2 children, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Kennedy, you are asking the court for specialized driving privileges because you have recently received a notice concerning the finding that you are going to be a habitual traffic violator. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you were notified that that suspension will be effective this month?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy, the basis of your habitual HDV status was based on a reckless driving from 2006, correct?
Yes.
An OWI from 2006.
Yes.
And an OWI that was recently resolved from 2007, correct?
Yes.
And that's when they were charged the offenses, correct?
Yes.
In the last 8.5 years since that last OWI, have you committed any new driving offenses whatsoever?
No, I haven't.
No new OWIs?
No.
No new tickets?
No.
In the last 8.5 years, correct?
No.
Have you had a drink in the last 8.5 years?
No, I haven't.
As a result of the charges, the old charges for the OWIs and the reckless driving, you did in fact complete alcohol abuse counseling programs, correct?
Yes, sir.
Including one at at St. Margaret Mercy. The most recent one that you would have completed would have been in 2007, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you attended that program?
Yes, sir.
You also attended several months of Alcoholics Anonymous back then as well. Do you still continue to attend AA meetings?
Yes, sir.
In the last 8.5 years, have you had any other run-ins with the law or any problems with alcohol?
No, I haven't.
Mr. Kennedy, you're asking this court today to continue to work, be able to work, and for that you need a driver's license, correct?
Yes, sir.
You don't have an arrangement where you can be taken to and from work every day, correct? And that's shift work at the mill, is it not?
Yes, sir.
So it does change. It's not a set 9 to 5 work schedule. You also are asking the court for the limited use of driving privileges to go, for example, to and from your doctors and to and from church, and just to obtain the necessary items for day-to-day living, correct?
Yes, sir.
The one final matter on the petition that we filed with the court is that you are entrusted with maintaining a piece of property in the state of Michigan. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's a home that's part of an estate from a relative.
Yes.
But you are the caretaker until that estate gets disposed and the property ultimately becomes disposed, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you are just asking for the limited permission to be able to drive to and from that home, the home that's in the name of the estate, just so you can do maintenance on it from time to time.
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Madam Prosecutor?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. You can step down. Let's see what you have any objections or
No, we were...
leave it to the court's discretion. Court grants petition. This one
may be moot if the Court of Appeals comes down on that disposition versus offense date. That's on appeal right now.
Because you should be done.
It would have been. We continued it for a couple of years to get them outside, and then they changed the rule on us, and now as soon as, of course, we submit it, because there's no reason not to, they tag them, which is, and for 8.5 years, you've been sober and out of trouble, and just working. So it's a little frustrating. Yeah, but, well, hopefully.
Well, at least they got this statute. They did one bad thing.
This is a good thing, because if not, he'd have to wait 5 years now after having lived 8.5. Perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm more than happy with the statute. Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Gertrude Federer, 45 CO1, $15.06, MI 116. And you solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated. Okay. I swear in. She's ready.
Sorry, Your Honor. Thank you. Please state your name.
Gertrude Federer,
Your date of birth, please.
3571,
Please state your current address.
1614 Heritage Drive, Lowell, Indiana.
And you are here today to petition the court for a specialized driving privilege?
Yes.
Have you ever held a valid Indiana driver's license?
Yes.
And do you currently hold a CDL?
No.
Are you employed?
Yes.
Where?
I own West Plains Maids
And that is,
in Lowell, Indiana.
do you have the address for that?
416 East Commercial Avenue, Lowell.
Okay, and do your work locations vary?
Yes.
And what exactly do you do?
We greenhouses do commercial work, janitorial services in all of Northwest Indiana, Illinois, right now.
Did your suspended driver's license create a hardship on your family
Yes.
and your friends as well?
Yes.
Are you relying on other people to get around?
Yes.
Do you wish to obtain a specialized driving privilege to have transportation for your family and obligations to your family?
Yes.
Now, this suspension is based on a failure to show insurance, correct?
Right.
Now, did you fail to show proof of insurance after an accident on March 22nd, 2013?
Yes.
Did you fail to show proof of insurance after a speeding incident on February 10th, 2014?
Yes.
Did you fail to show proof of insurance for an accident on December 10th, 2014?
Yes.
Your license is currently suspended for being a repeat insurance violator effective August 30th, 2014 until August 30th, 2015.
Yes.
Furthermore, is your license currently suspended for being a repeat insurance violator effective January 24th, 2015 until January 24th, 2016?
Yes.
And none of these were alcohol-related offenses, correct? No further questions.
Cross?
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can step down.
Approach reports.
The rest of the court's discretion.
All right. I'll grant the petition.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Haven't filled out.
Spoon. 45 CO1 1506, MI 106. Good afternoon. Spoon, you want to raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you solemnly swear, affirm, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge? Okay, please be seated.
State your name for the record.
James Christopher Spoon,
And what is your current address?
7204 Roosevelt Circle, Marysville.
Okay, you are currently a habitual traffic violator, correct?
Correct.
And your suspension date is from June 21st, 2014 to June 18th of 2024, correct?
Correct.
And your last offense was for an OWI, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and as a result of that OWI, you had to complete a court-approved alcohol program, correct?
Correct.
And as a result of going to that alcohol program, you started going to AA meetings, correct?
Correct.
And one of the reasons that you're asking to be able to drive is so that you can continue to go to those AA meetings, correct?
Correct.
Currently, your wife has to take you to those meetings.
Yes.
And your wife also has difficulty driving in the evening, correct?
Yes.
And basically, you're asking the court to allow you to drive to doctor's appointments and AA meetings and for the other necessities of life, correct?
Correct.
Since I believe your last offense was on 5/15/2014, was that the last day you drank?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand that the court grants this, you have to keep a copy of this petition, the order on you at all times, correct?
Correct.
And you currently have valid insurance as well, correct?
Correct.
And none of your prior offenses involve injury or death, correct?
Correct.
I have no other questions, Judge.
Prosecutor?
No questions, Your Honor.
When was his last one? Last year?
Judge, his last offense, according to his driving record, was on, the offense date was 6/23/12, and the conviction date was 5/15/2014, so his last
You can step down, sir. Okay.
Due to the recent operating while intoxicated charge, we would ask for ignition interlock to be provided.
Judge, I would just point out that 3 years ago, he's on fixed income, and as indicated, he completed a court-approved alcohol program. One of the reasons he wants to drive is so he can attend AA meetings, he doesn't drink.
So he's not employed at this time?
He's retired, he's got health issues.
It is our belief that if he is keeping up with the alcohol treatment and classes, that this, would not be a burden for him. He would be able to drive no problem upon blowing into the breathalyzer, and this would be an added incentive for him to, in fact, maintain his sobriety.
How much does the interlock device cost?
I don't know.
I believe it's fairly expensive.
We'll order the interlock device for 60 days. You want a minute? All right. Okay. Douglas Dieter, or Buyer, 45 CO1 1506 MI 119. So you want to raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you solemnly swear firm, tell the truth, nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please be seated.
State your name for the record.
Douglas Allen Meyer,
And what is your address?
225 East Goliath Street, Sherwood, Indiana.
Okay, you are currently a habitual traffic violator, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and as a result of being a habitual traffic violator, it's tough for you to get employment, correct?
Correct.
And you do have some friends who have indicated they could get you a job if you didn't have a driver's license, correct?
That is also correct.
Okay, and you're asking the court to grant you driving privileges so you can drive?
Yes.
Okay, you do have, you have gotten insurance, correct?
Correct.
And as a result, previously you've completed court-approved alcohol programs, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And none of your prior offenses involved serious bodily injury.
No, they have not.
And you understand if the court grants this petition, you have to carry a copy of the order with you?
Yes.
Okay, and you're asking the court to allow you to drive to and from work, correct?
Correct.
Okay, you're also asking the court to allow you to drive to church and drive basic necessity things with restricted time periods and days, correct?
Correct.
I don't have any other questions.
Do you have valid insurance at this?
Yes, I do.
No further questions?
All right, thank you, sir. Anything?
Yeah, I am seeing that there are 2 operating while intoxicated convictions within the past 5 years. So we would object for the record to this petition being granted. At the very least, we would ask that there be admission in the first.
What was his last one?
His last offense state judge was 3/7/2012. Was the offense state. So we're in prison.
Okay. All right. What are you asking for? Interlock?
Judge, it's been 3 years with the court being acceptable within 60 days. Admission interlock, vice versa.
60 days.
Thanks, Judge. I'll prepare an order.
All right. Gary Downine for State of Indiana, 45 CO1 1506 semi 105. So you want to raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you solemnly swear affirm, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Please be seated.
State your name for the record.
Gary Dowling,
What is your address?
1828 Westfield Court, Griffin, Virginia.
And you're currently a habitual traffic violator, correct?
Correct.
And your habitual traffic period started back on 3/25/2009 and expires on 3/23/2019, correct?
Correct.
And you're self-employed?
Correct.
And this suspension causes a hardship, correct?
Absolutely.
And since you have been a habitual traffic violator, you did have 1 driving while suspended conviction, correct?
Correct.
And you currently have a suspension for that with an effective date of June 9th, 2015 to September 7th of 2015, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you're asking the court to grant you specialized driving privileges?
Correct.
Correct, and that's to be able to drive as part of your employment?
Correct.
And you're also asking for your driving privileges so that you can go to church, basic necessities of life, go to the grocery store, and so forth?
Correct.
Okay, and your last offense date was that was alcohol related, was 8/17/2005, so almost 10 years ago, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I believe you had indicated to me some time ago that you got these offenses more than 10 years ago, and you had some problems with divorce and drinking, but you haven't had any issues with drinking since?
Correct.
Okay. None of your prior offenses involve personal behavior, correct?
Correct.
Okay, you understand that the court grants you these privileges, you have to carry a copy of the order with you, correct?
Correct.
And you're asking the court to grant you specialized driving privileges, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I don't have any other questions.
Prosecutor?
Sir, do you currently have valid insurance?
Yes.
No further questions.
Thank you. You can step down. Okay, anything else?
No, that's all.
Your Honor, we have been shown proof of valid insurance, and we will refer to the court's discretion.
Court will grant the petition. You're welcome. All right. Christopher Best versus State of Indiana, 45 CO1, 1502 MI12. You solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Yes. Please be seated.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Would you please state your name, sir?
Christopher Albert Best,
Your date of birth?
6575.
How old are you today?
40.
Current address?
It's 3115 Hawkins Court, Dyer, Indiana.
That is in LakeCo, Indiana.
Yes.
Do you have, or did you have a regular operator's license, not a CDL?
Yes.
Have you ever been convicted of any offenses involving theft of motor vehicles?
No.
Were you suspended by the Bureau of Motor Vehicles on May 28, 2012 for being a habitual traffic violator?
Yes.
Was that a late suspension because you had had 3 offenses in 01, 02, and 04?
Yes.
Has it been 11 years since you had a driving-related alcohol offense?
Yes.
Have you had any other driving or traffic-related offenses in the last 11 years?
I don't think so.
Are you asking the court today to stay your HPV suspension and grant you a specialized driving permit for work and health care and necessities of life?
Yes.
Did you complete alcohol counseling programs as a result of those convictions or 02 and 04?
Yes.
And are you employed currently?
Yes.
What do you do, sir?
Parking lot station.
And how do you get back and forth to work?
My father was driving.
Been a hardship on your family. Are you trying to seek better employment at this time?
Yes.
Would that license help you achieve that?
Yes.
And I'll ask again, have you violated the HTV since you were adjudged on May 28th of 2012?
No.
You don't own a car currently, do you, Chris? And you do not have insurance, right? If the court was kind enough to grant a petition today, would you provide proof of insurance to the court?
Yes.
Would you follow all the rules and regulations for carrying insurance and carrying a court order on you at all times?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to grant that petition today?
Yes.
You have filed a verified petition for this license. You signed that petition and read it, correct?
Yes.
Has all your information supplied in that petition been true and accurate?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Prosecutor.
If I understand correctly, were you in this court on March 10th, 2015?
Yes.
And were you granted specialized driving privileges at that time?
If I might explain to you, if you don't mind. We came in on that date because he'd been a judge at HTV 8 years after his last conviction. We were relying on new statutes. The DMV engaged those statutes after he was found to be an HTV. During that hearing, he did not qualify for full reinstatement.
I remember.
He would as of today's law, but not back then. I think the court back then did grant him a restricted. We amended and came in for a specialized driving permit. That is the background.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, no further questions.
Thank
You can step down. All right. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor. We will defer to the court's discretion.
All right. Court grants the petition.
Thank you, Your Honor. We will supply an order.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
James Rodriguez, Rodriguez, 45 CO1, 1506 MI 107. Good afternoon. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Please be seated.
Please state your name.
James Rodriguez.
And Mr. Rodriguez, you are currently a resident of Lake County, Indiana.
Yes.
What is your date of birth?
11/3/62.
You filed a verified petition for specialized driving privileges, is that correct?
Yes.
And you are currently suspended and deemed to be a habitual traffic violator, is that correct?
Yes.
And that determination was made on March 16th of 2014 as the result of OWIs within a 10-year time period, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the most recent OWI conviction was out of the state of Illinois?
Yes.
And that was in March of 2014?
Yes.
The offense actually occurred in 2012, is that correct?
Yes.
You also had some convictions here in Lake County, Indiana?
Yes.
And those were for OWIs?
Yes.
And there are some refusal suspensions that were entered at the time the offenses were charged, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But those two suspensions under short clause ending in 532 and also short clause ending in 248 have either been terminated and or dismissed by a court, correct? So you have never been used by any court to have refused a DAC, correct? Can you approach your honor?
State have anything? Approach the witness?
Approach the Abby's mark for admission.
What is that again?
Your Honor, these are the certified copies of the plea agreements terminating or dismissing the cases that led to refusal suspension on his driving record. So he's still eligible. Mr. Rodriguez, I'm handing you what's been marked for identification purposes as Exhibits 1 and 2. You take a look at those. Are those, in fact, the certified copies of the plea agreements that either dismissed your refusal suspensions or terminated them for not being knowingly? So you've never been deemed by any court to have knowingly or intentionally refused a breathalyzer, correct? I move to admit, Your Honor. Exhibit 1 and
2. Any objections? Okay, you're admitted.
Mr. Rodriguez, you hold an operating driver's license, is that correct?
Yes.
You've never had a commercial driver's license?
No.
Have you ever asked for specialized driving privileges previously?
No.
Was it a condition of any of your sentences that you complete an alcohol counseling program?
Yes.
Okay, have you in fact done that?
Yes.
Okay. And none of your convictions involved any accidents leading to serious bodily injury or death?
No.
Okay. You currently work at Ford Motor Company?
Yes.
Was there a period of time that you lost employment as a result of one of those cases?
Yes.
Okay. And you had to regain your employment?
Yes.
Okay. And you went through the steps of doing that?
Yes.
Okay. And how long has it been since you've been re-employed by Ford?
Since February 2nd.
Okay. So in the last 4 months approximately, have you had to rely on family and friends to transport you to and from work?
Yes.
Okay. And the one that's primarily responsible for that is your 81-year-old father?
Yes.
Okay. You have 4 children?
Yes, I do.
Okay. 2 of them are younger in age?
Yes.
And they're residents of the state of Illinois?
Yes.
Does your suspension of your driving privileges interfere with a meaningful relationship with the kids?
Yes, I do.
Are you asking the court to entertain your request for specialized driving privileges to and from work and for the necessities of life?
Yes.
You currently own a motor vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you eligible to obtain insurance for the vehicle? Are you asking the court to grant your request for specialized driving privileges upon proof of valid insurance?
Yes.
And I've explained to you the requirements that you carry the court's order with you at all times, and that you carry proof of insurance when you're operating one vehicle. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Sir, do you have proof of valid insurance at the time?
I will get that right away for you.
Other questions, Your Honor?
All right, thank you. See anything?
Your Honor, we would object for the record to this petition being granted at this time. There are 2 OWIs within the past 5 years. At the very least, we would ask for admission and a lot to be granted. And also, we have not been provided with proof of insurance, and we would ask that we stay until we will be provided with such information.
Your Honor, if I may, as to the admission and our lot to do, just so the court is aware, my experience has been that's about $350 to $400 to have it established, and then my understanding is the information that's in the system is downloaded into their database. They read it somehow. So every time that's done, that's an additional few $100s. So I just indicate to the court.
It's an additional few $100s for what?
To have it read. So it's a very costly mechanism to have in place.
Well, I thought the car doesn't start if he blows or so.
Well, but I think they still have to download and read the printout of the data, which is several $100s to do that. So very expensive mechanism. My client went through a period of unemployment. He's just recently regained his employment, so that would pose a significant financial hardship on him. Obviously, the court orders that as a condition, he'll abide by it, but we just ask the court to take that into consideration.
No, because of the recentness of these convictions, I'm going to order it for 90 days.
That's fine. And Your Honor, with the proposed order, I will stand for the valid insurance.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Jose Santana versus Bernard Carter, 45 CO1 1506 MI 103. Good afternoon. Ms. Santana, you want to take a stand? Raise your right hand and be sworn, sir. You solemnly swear affirm to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Please be seated.
Jose, please state your full name. Jose Nelson Santana. Your date of birth? 2/24/56.
And you are 59 years old.
Yes.
And can you give us the last 4 digits of your social security number?
8593.
You have been suspended by the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
That suspension has caused you some hardship in your attempt to retain your employment, is that correct?
Yes.
And where are you employed?
Priceless Memory Studios.
I'm sorry?
The name of the company is Priceless Memory Studios in Maryville, Indiana.
And what do your job duties require you to do?
One of our accounts is Walmart. We're a photography company. We service all the Walmart studios that do not have studios in their locations. So I do a lot of traveling in the state of Indiana.
And is Kmart also one of your clients?
Yes.
Same situation?
Yes.
You travel to various job sites throughout Indiana and also?
Correct.
And you're asking the court to grant you a special license for the purposes of maintaining your employment and to travel to those various job sites in Indiana and Illinois.
Yes, sir.
Are you insured, or you do not have insurance at this moment, sir?
I do not.
But you will, and you can obtain insurance.
Yes, sir.
And has it been a hardship for you to try to maintain your employment in Illinois?
Yes. It's just hard to get back and forth to work. I have to pay whenever I have to go to work.
Very good. I have nothing for you.
Cross.
No question, Your Honor.
Why is he suspended?
No insurance.
Okay.
And that suspension is about to take effect if I'm not mistaken.
All
Yes,
right.
on 7/12.
All right. Okay, you can step down. Thank you. All right. Prosecutor, anything?
Your Honor, we would ask that this be stayed until proof of insurance is provided.
I'll grant the petition on the condition he provides proof of insurance.
Yes.
You'll submit it?
I'll submit it.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, next case is Megan Villarreal versus Bernard Carter, 45C01, 1504 MI 69. Ms. Villarreal, you want to raise your right hand and be sworn? Do you solemnly swear affirm tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Please be seated.
Megan, please state your full name
Megan Alexander Villarreal,
and your date of birth.
11/04/1990,
Last four digits of your social.
9272.
And you reside in Lake County, Indiana,
Yes,
2375 Castle.
that's correct.
Megan, you were charged with operating on a right?
Yes,
And you submitted to a chemical test for intoxication. Is that correct? That chemical test was approximately March 7th, 2015. March 7th, 2015.
yes,
And you did not pass the test,
no,
just barely over.
that's correct.
Your license has been suspended, correct?
Yes,
Due to that WI chemical test failure.
that's correct.
You're asking the court today to grant you a special driver's license so you can travel to and from your employment?
Yes.
Where are you employed?
White House Country Club in Campo, Indiana.
You also have employment in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken, is that correct?
That's no longer.
Okay. So you're not, are you attending school?
No.
So it's basically to get to and from your job site, from your home to the White House Country Club.
Yes.
What hours do you drive in?
Various hours. I make it server slide events starting as early as during the day until 1 o'clock in the morning.
And have you ever had a special driver's license before?
No.
Do you have insurance? No.
I do not have apparently.
So you obtain insurance as a condition of the court grants this special driver's license, is that correct?
Yes.
I don't.
Okay, Madam Prosecutor.
No questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything?
Your Honor, we would object for the record to this petition being granted. We have a extremely recent chemical test failure and a WI charge in this case, and we also do not have insurance in this case, so we would object. And at the very least, we would ask that ignition analyze.
Mr. Amadell?
Senator,
She's only got one. Is this her only one?
this is the only one, and her BAC was a 1.09. We are obviously fighting it, and that's part of the reason.
Okay. There's no disposition of that
There is no
case.
disposition,
All right.
but
Court
this is
grants conditioned on insurance.
Very good, Your Honor. I will provide that to the court.
All right.
Thank you.
Tony Weston versus Bernard Carter, 45C01, 1506 MI 139. Weston, you solemnly swear affirm, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth to the best of your knowledge? Please be seated.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Rossi, can you please state your name?
Tommy Manuel,
And your date of birth?
10/24,
What's the last part of your social security number?
4317.
And you're here today requesting the court to grant you a specialized driving privileges?
Correct.
You're requesting to travel so you can take your children to work, or I'm sorry, so you can, I'm sorry, you live at home with your wife?
Yes.
How many kids do you have?
3.
and you're asking the court for driving privileges so you can take your children to school and their doctor's appointments. And it's a hardship on you to not have a license to take them to their activities in school. And currently you're looking for employment. You have a job employment opportunity possibility with the railroad. And in order for you to have to certificate for employment in your license. And currently you're suspended since August 31st, 2014. And that's for failure to provide insurance. And the last traffic citation, that was for driving while suspended. And that is out of, you have a Lake Station matter and a Porter County matter for driving while suspended. And that last one for Porter County was from August 2014. And currently you have insurance. And that's through Access American Casualty Company. No further questions, Jim.
Gus?
No question, Your Honor.
Thank you.
So, if I may approach, I do have a proposed order.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor. We will be first.
All right. Clerk grants petition. Okay. That's all of them. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Judge Prosecutor. Attorney Vaughter.
We're in the matter of Corey and Lackey, 45 CO 114 Kent